Welcome back to day 89 of learning to read Chinese. We are continuing on with our animal husbandry unit. Going over some more animals that are often bred for various human purposes, domesticated livestock and such. So our first character of the day is Yu. Yu is fish, or any aquatic animal resembling a fish. They really don't need to resemble fish all that closely. Kind of anything that swims in the sea could sort of passably be called Yu, like turtles, even soft-shelled turtles called a 甲鱼. 鲨鱼, 章鱼, 鲸鱼, like whales and sharks and stuff. Some things that are maybe not strictly classified as fish taxonomically, but they're all called yu, just as a general umbrella term. If you take a look at the etymology, you can see here very clearly that originally this was just a drawing of a fish. And oftentimes you'll see the oracle bone version resembles the thing that it's a depiction of less, just due to the constraints of the medium. Like when you're carving into bones, it's kind of harder to make curves, so things tend to be a little bit more straight up and down and less organic looking shape-wise. So you'll see this version, you gotta turn your head sideways to the right. It resembles fish much more accurately. Yeah, and then over time, it's got more and more abstract. And then the simplified version turns these 4 dots at the bottom, which represent the tail, turns it into just a line, because when you write it really fast, like in 草书, that's how it becomes. So it's the origin of this, which no longer really resembles a fish, but that's the lineage of this character. Bie, like I said, about they're also called 甲鱼 or 团鱼, despite not really being fish. They're also called 王八. There's these little guys. Soft-shelled turtles that swim in the sea. You'll see on the bottom half of this character is yu, and on the top half is bi, which is for the sound. However, if you look at the etymology, you'll notice that it didn't used to be the character for fish on the bottom. It used to be this weird thing. And this, we're going to type it. I had never seen this character before today. Very strange looking one. But it's a toad. Let's see if I can find it in the results. Man, come on. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even have it. I know there's a page for it on the, Wiktionary. Here you go. This bizarre looking character. There you go. Bronze inscriptions, oracle bone script. It was a drawing of a toad. Look at that. That's just a little creature. It's so exact. It's so accurate. You see his little, the shapes of the hind legs, the big old eyes, the little tail even. Yeah. So this was used in a lot of different characters that are animals vaguely reminiscent of frogs or toads, such as turtles. They kind of vaguely have a similar shape. But nowadays we just use the fish character here instead. Xia. Xia is shrimp, and it can also be used as a verb to mean bend like a shrimp. Xia on the left is a little bug, on the right is xia, which is down. This is for the sound. However, it's only the simplified form that looks like this. If you look at the traditional form on the right, it was not xia, it was, what is that again? Jia? Jia. It was jia, and, had something to do with, the shell on the shrimp's back, and it has, like, certain coloring. Something like that. But the shrimp sort of is like a bug. So it's got that one on the side. The bug reticle. Shit. Shit also has the bug reticle. This is crab. On the top is jie, I think. I want to make sure I'm giving correct information. Yes. The top is jie, which means to divide, split, or break apart. Which, if you want to remember it, it's kind of like how when you eat a crab, you have to break it apart to get the meat inside. But jie, it's also phonetic. Xie, jie, has the same vowel sound. Similar sound. So actually the full word for crab is pang xie. But when you're talking about things related, like of or relating to crabs, you would just use xie as part of it, like xie huang, xie qing. Those are different liquids and things that come from crabs. Hai xie are crabs from the sea. He xie would be river crabs. Xie rou you would call crab meat. And I don't think this character has any other use except for as part of the word for crabs. Mao. Mao means cat. Kitty cat. And also certain dialects it means to hide. That's as of a person, not an object. So like when people are holed up in the winter, not leaving the house, they call that 猫冬. And when a woman has just given birth and she's in that postpartum month, traditionally, this is called 坐月子. And sometimes, in some places, they also call it 猫月子. Anyhow, this, on the left, used to be a radical that's specifically used for cats and related, like the cat, the feline, is that a family? Used for felines. It used to be that there were like all sorts of more specific radicals for different types of animals, like felines, or for like pigs there was a different one. But nowadays, for simplicity's sake, they've all just been turned into the one for dog. On the right is miao, which is, as you can see, this is a field, and this is little grass of the field. Miao means like little seedlings or sprouts. That's for the sound. And also, I guess because mao, if you say cats, like domestic cats, are the smallest and gentlest and most seedling-like of all the felines, or something. You could say that. I forgot to look at the etymology over here. I did explain. Yeah, okay, there's not really much to look at. Moving on. Tu. Tu means hare or rabbit. This thing about jade rabbit in the moon is the myth, because I guess from China, when you look at the spots on the moon, it kind of vaguely resembles, well, they just invented it, like constellations. A woman and a rabbit. So there's this myth about this this woman who used to live on Earth, but then she had to get sent up to live on the moon, and then she also has a rabbit companion. So sometimes the moon is also called rabbit. Writing brush. That's because some writing brushes, some calligraphy brushes, are made from a rabbit hair. Curse word. What? I'm not sure what that's about. Two chance. Two wild apple. Yeah, I don't really know what that's about. Anyway, you look at this etymology. Once again, it's a drawing of the animal. Look at this big ol' eye. This is the shape of the head, kind of pointy, round, pointy. The ear, the body. This is the front legs and the hind legs and the little tail. Very straightforward origin of this character. Next one. Is goose. On the right, you'll see this is a character for birds, which originated as a drawing of a bird. And on the left is wa. This is for the sound. It's possible that back in the day when this character was made, that wa was not pronounced exactly as it is today. But something in the vicinity of like wa or geese. And if you look at this, you'll see that, like, in the seal scripts, this actually looked a bit more like a goose specifically than just a generic bird that it shifted into over time, as is often the case. Tan is a silkworm, also referring to raising silkworms or silkworm raising jobs. The way the character is constructed now can be understood as tiantong, like the heavenly bugs, because they're so beautiful and they're like shining and glowing, lovely creatures that create this wonderful material that can be made into this most luxurious of fabrics and such like that. But originally the bug, okay, so the bug part stays the same, but it used to have this on the top, which is pronounced Tan, and this as a character by itself is not used very commonly anymore, but it still exists as a component, as a phonetic component in a number of other characters that are still used more. I don't remember. It's Tan. I don't remember what it means though. If supposing, nevertheless. It's like a grammatical particle or something, so it doesn't really even have meaning. Yeah, so I don't even know. Moving on. Xuan. Xuan means to revolve or turn. And then also to come back or return, as in if your path is a big circle, right? You go out and then around and you come back, return. Be a circle or a loop. It can also mean to mingle, like in a social context, mingle and sort of integrate yourself with the people in the area or at the event. Mediate, which is kind of similar to mingling, but maybe more serious, maybe more goal-oriented. Could be either of these. Mingle is more like Where are these? There was a specific examples that was these things. I don't remember. I have records. I have notes. 周旋 is like to mix and socialize with others. So mingle would be like 周旋. And 斡旋 is like mediating a conflict. So that's words in which 旋 has those meanings. It can also mean soon or at the same time. Then we've got another pronunciation, 炫, and 炫 refers to a small round stove or vessel for hot beverages, like warm wine or hot tea or hot water. Could be the stove, or could be a little pot, or could be a little saucer. 旋 also refers to a spin axis, like an axis of rotation, or shaping something with a lathe, like when you put it on the lathe and it rotates, and then you can carve it or cut it or whatever. Whirl, or frequently. 绕 means wind or coil. It can also mean surround or encircle or revolve around. Bypass, which is also sort of like going around, get around. And also, in terms of this winding and coiling, can be used metaphorically to mean to confuse or get somebody tangled up, like mentally. Or if somebody's in a tough spot, in a bit of a pickle, in a tangle, that kind of thing, you'd say 困扰. So, these go together. 旋绕. They both have meanings of revolving and spinning and winding, coiling. So, 旋 originally, the meaning was returning. You got a foot on the bottom, you got a flag. It's like when they come back from war with the flag flapping in the breeze, and I don't know, run victory laps or something. And then this one on the left is the radical for strings. On the right, there's little piles, and this is a little guy. On the right, this character is 腰, so that's phonetic, but it also 腰 means tall or high and long, just big. So it's like the string is really long, and when you wind it into a coil, it becomes a big fat coil, something like that. 鹰 means an eagle, hawk, king of birds, birds of prey. Cat's paw, I suppose, is just because the claws are fierce. And for assigning animals to traits of character, you'd say valor, intrepid, ferocious, violent, powerful, and mighty, because these are all traits that we ascribe to birds of prey. If you look at this character, its etymology is pretty violent. This poor guy's had a chunk of his arm bitten off by this big bird. Ying. Okay, next up, gu. Gu is a pigeon or dove. And this, again, on the right is niao, the character for bird, because this is a type of bird. On the left is he, which is phonetic, but also he means close, join, fit, equal, whole, together, which I guess you could take to mean like pigeons are communal, maybe easier to get along with. I don't know. Just think what you need to think in order to remember it better. They come home. You send them out and they'll come back to you after your delivery. So that's good. Next up, I originally meant grieved and sorrowful and desolate. So like when your loved one has died, it can mean pity, sympathize, mourn, or grieve. It can also mean supplicate or beg. It's just everything in this sort of general emotional area. Kind of emotions that get you wailing and falling to your knees. Okay, so this is very abstract. If you look at the etymology, a lot of characters that use which means clothing. The way it's used is the top hat of the character is split from the bottom legs, and then whatever the what is this, like arms and legs, the limbs of the garment, and then whatever else ingredients of the character are put in between. In this character, doesn't have any particular meaning. It's just phonetic. It's for the sound. And the thing inserted in there is a mouth, a big open mouth, like a mouth for wailing. I guess if you think that the ko in here, the mouth in here represents like and then the e character represents the e sound, and you put them together and you get I, something like that. Next up, gu means orphan, and then extended from the meaning orphan came to mean lonely, solitary, isolated, alone. Beyond that, it also can be used to mean arrogant. And what kinds of phrases and words would it mean? Google proud loneliness. It's like the Sigma male sort of deal. Probably. Gulo, ignorant. So, what kind of words this is used then to mean arrogant? Google. Okay. Just high. Google, guba, aloof and arrogant. It has this meaning in some words. Unique. Okay. I don't think that's that common compared to these meanings. Look at the etymology for this one. It's on the left, right, your little baby or little child, and on the right is gua, which means melon. So it was a drawing of a melon growing on a vine, but in this case, that's phonetic. Gua. It's phonetic because it sounds like the baby crying. Gua. So this poor child, this poor orphan child, with no one to comfort, to give comfort when the baby cries, is an orphan. Huh means a crane, and also because cranes are generally white in color, huh can also be used to mean white in color. Like 鹤发. 鹤发 used to refer to white hair. Let me see. Anything with this kind of shape, like this, and then the that's wings of a bird. And really this drawing of a bird. This is on the right. On the left, this was what is this? I guess another drawing of a bird. What is this thing on the top though? Flying high. Something to the effect of flying high. And also phonetic, because that was also pronounced huh. But this is not a character that's even used anymore. Like, I tried to look this up in the dictionary, this right here, just by itself. I tried to look it up. I couldn't even find this character. Okay, next up.
请练习今天新学的字。
Yin. Yin refers to a wild goose or to a letter, like correspondence. And I heard that this was because there was something to do with maybe because back in the day, before things could be delivered so quickly, letters would kind of come and go seasonally the way geese do. Like long distance correspondence. I don't know. This character again has those wings of a bird in it. This bird is what? In a cave or something? Yeah, nowadays usually we use for geese and not this yin. Yeah, this is a cave. I don't know why it's the goose is a bird in a cave. It doesn't really make sense to me, but that's what that is. Alright. And so here, these don't really have additional meaning in terms of like the entire phrase. Like 鱼鳖虾蟹. This is just a list of 4 different types of creatures that live in the water. They're all bred for seafood, I guess. Fish, like if you ever heard of turtle soup, shrimp, we eat shrimp, crabs, yeah. 猫, 兔, 鹅, 蚕. I don't even know why these animals are grouped together. Cats, rabbits, geese, and silkworms. I guess they can all be domesticated. So that's why they're in this unit, but 旋绕莺歌. This is the way that birds of prey will fly in these big circles overhead when they're hunting. And pigeons and doves will come back when you send them out. 哀孤鹤燕. This is a wailing and lonely sounding call of these birds. These geese and cranes, I guess the bird's call kind of has a mournful quality. Alright, so that is our 2 lines for today. I'm gonna make sure that we do our practice.
Go.
Including yesterday's characters as well. This one.
蟹猪鹅托犬骡满群
Why is this? How is it telling me that I'm done, but also there's still red in there? Strange.
你
Or
到
I think this is the one where it goes through the most commonly used characters or something.
俺
But then it also gives you other random stuff.
喂
I don't understand
Dai.
the algorithm anymore.
井
I think the practice algorithm's been revised a few times.
咱
Here we go.
无慢
It's not this. What is this?
饼 喂俺饼
Oh, yeah. Okay, next step in our learning regimen. Oh, jeez, not again. Okay, go back and forward. We're good. 能上能下. Somebody who's flexible. Somebody who's flexible and can take positions of authority and managerial responsibility, but also do the dirty work as the subordinate or something. No matter what the job, he's up to the task. Okay, what is this? 能上能下，不上不下。What is this? 上不去，下不去，形容进退两难。Okay, so this is talking about you can't go up or you can't go down, as in not in the same context as the previous one, but just being stuck in a place where there is no good decision. Or either way you choose is kind of bad. Okay. 一无所有. 一无所有 means you have nothing at all. You do not even have one. One what? One anything. You have nothing. You have zero. 无所不能. 无所不能 means there's nothing you can't do. Okay. Easy, easy. Let's go. What?
填3个空格。
What is this?
以米见月水。
What is going on? I didn't even practice them. Okay, weird things are happening again. I must report the bug. Alright, well, we'll just end the stream here, and I'll figure out what is going on with our curriculum. workflow. We'll see you next time. And I believe next time we can finish our unit, the animal husbandry chapter. I think. Yeah, just 2 more lines left here. Bye-bye.